Another question. What did you do on your day off?
I didn't do anything on my day off because I didn't have a day off, because you don't have days off when you're working for the cruising company.
Not a single day for 6 months.
No days off. There are no days off. There are no days off. So
You work
every day.
every day.
You if you're lucky, you have port days, and if you are lucky not to be IPM in port manning, and we said that means staying on the ship and performing some duties, then you get off the ship, you go out. But I wouldn't call that like a day off. It's more like an afternoon or one part of the day off. If you're lucky to have overnight, then you can really call it a day off. But that's like very, very, very rare.
Yeah, when we have overnight, we don't work.
So we
cannot work.
Yeah, we cannot. So you can imagine working on the ship, and then you work every day, and then you get to the port, a certain port, like you go to, I don't know, Honolulu, and now you're really, like, you're tired. I mean, you'll be working a lot, and then you have to you get out, and then you have to, like, do some sightseeing, and you're like, let's go here, let's go there, and the more you see, the more fatigue you will experience, and the more you'll be more tired.
Yeah.
And then you have to come back to the ship and probably work for a few more hours.
From 5 to 9.
Yeah, 5 to 9.
No, 5 to 11.
5 to 11, yeah,
on
that
the
day.
port day we work until 11 because we didn't open in the morning.
So you got up, you went out, you were running around and trying to see as many things as you can, and maybe even buy something for yourself, and then come back on the ship. You have to eat, you have to get dressed, of course, take a shower, get dressed. I have to be back in the shop and work till 11, and then go to sleep. So it's rather taxing and difficult.
Yeah, so no day off until you go back to your country.
Yeah, maybe 6 months. And then you can have a day off.
Yeah. Okay, another question. Did you ever get homesick?
Well, you do get homesick, of course. Most of the time you get homesick. You want to go back home. You want to stop working because you have to work every day. 6 months.
Like every day you think, oh, I want to go home, I want to go home, I want to go home. And then every day we think I want to go home, but after you left the princess, it was really bad for me. Every single minute I thought, I want to go home, I want to go home, how can I go home?
Yeah, if you find a girlfriend on the ship, or you get emotionally attached with someone, then it's even worse.
So on the first ship, he went home first.
Yeah, I went
2 months earlier than me.
My contract ended 2 months earlier, so she stayed for 2 more months. Yeah.
And then he went home, but so it's, like I said, every single minute I thought I want to go home, I want to go home. I think I was getting sick or something. So, well, I used my friend's wedding as an excuse to go home early. So I told my manager that I want to go home because I have my best friend's wedding ceremony. Well, it wasn't a lie. It was real. It was true. So, and then the manager, she was nice. So she sent the request to headquarters, and then they said yes. So I could go home 1 month earlier.
Yeah, you were lucky.
Yeah.
The one thing that makes it very difficult for people working on the ship, and like in the terms of being homesick, is that you also have people from your country working in some other departments, and they make these parties from time to time. They gather in the crew area, in the crew bar. They sometimes play music from your country, or they speak your language, so you can talk to them, and they make you feel even more homesick. in a way, it's good, but on the other hand, it's not.
Well, in that way, I didn't get any effect.
Yeah, because
Affection,
there are
no Japanese on the ship.
no Japanese on the ship. That's like
So I didn't speak any Japanese for the 6 months.
Maybe with you had that one. We had that one.
One friend.
One friend from Japan. But you
reception.
spoke in what language?
English all the time.
Yeah. She even with her country, even with your countrymen, you speak in English. But as I said, that makes it difficult. It makes you even more homesick because sometimes they make a night, and during that, like a special party night, and then they play the music from your country. They talk about things happening in your country, so it doesn't. Yeah, you feel homesick. You feel very, very homesick.
Yeah, well, you get homesick a lot. That's the thing.
Definitely.
So, question: does everyone, including passengers, communicate in English?
Yes, passengers do communicate in English because they come from native countries. In America, of course, Americans, then England. Even if they come from France or from Brazil or from some other countries, they are expected to speak
In English.
and understand English because that's the official language on board. It rarely happens that a person doesn't really speak any English. It happened with one lady from China, but she was.
But they come in groups.
Yeah, she was in a group. She was with her family, her kids, and her grandchildren. Even they spoke English, so it was really an interesting thing to be in the same room with her. I mean, she came to my working place. She actually chose the watches for her family, even though she didn't understand anything I was saying. I was talking about watches for 20 minutes.
Wow.
To her, and after that they told me that she doesn't speak English. But she did. She did just say this, that, and then her son bought 4 or 5 watches. It was the biggest sale of the day, it was really good for me, even though the Chinese grandma didn't speak a word of English. But yeah.
Okay, so on Emerald, it depends on the port, or the home port. So on Emerald Princess, we had so many British people because home port was
Southampton.
Yes. And then we usually have British people. British people, Indian, Chinese.
Yeah, we Americans. Americans.
A few Americans on Emerald Princess.
Yeah, on Emerald, a few.
Home port was what was it? Southampton.
Southampton, yeah, Britain.
It's South England, yeah.
It is.
South England.
It is the southern part, yeah.
Yeah, so basically everyone speaks in English, and of course crew speak in English. Our common language is English, of course.
Lingua franca is English, so you have to speak English. That's one of the requirements if you want to work on the ship. You have to speak English.
If you don't speak, you don't pass interview.
Many interviews, like a few interviews.
So on Star Princess, we had many American passengers because home port was Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So we had most of the passengers were Americans.
Yeah,
Indians.
Californian.
And Chinese, some Koreans.
Yeah, sometimes it happens that you have people from even from like different countries, from Thailand or from
I once met a Japanese
Brazil
couple.
or Japanese as well.
They were celebrities.
That's like very rare. Japanese on the ship that operates in Europe or that operates in even in America. It's kind of it's not very rare, but it's like
it's really rare. I met 2 couples one celebrity and then one young. I think they are celebrity as well, but because you have to. One couple lived in Japan, so they came to Southampton from Japan. They flew hit there, and then they go on the ship. And
but the thing is that if you wanna travel and if you wanna go to England and then use the Princess Cruises, you need to speak English. So all the instructions and everything will be in English. But if you take Diamond Princess or Sapphire, which operate in Asia and operate in Japan, Diamond Princess operates in Japan. So then the staff speaks, of course, Japanese and Chinese. So yeah, that's the difference. I think most of Japanese, they opt for Diamond or Sapphire or what's the name, Regal. I mean Royal, I think it's also in Majestic is in China, so it operates Asia. So yeah, that's the thing.
So yeah, the answer is yes.
The answer is yes.
Thank you.